We are in Durham, where millions of birds come through in the winter. There's a rice field behind us with lots of birds. Corrie Davis is a farmer here in Durham. Why are birds hanging out here?
Well, as you can see, in the rice industry, we provide about 500,000 acres of surrogate wetlands in the wintertime. And that allows us as farmers and agriculturists to continue to grow our crops, but then support wildlife by flooding our fields in the wintertime and providing habitat for these birds on the Pacific Flyway. And we have millions of birds come through our area and winter in our fields, as you can see with our snow geese, swans, and we have some Canadian geese out there as well.
And how long will these birds be coming through? Obviously by spring they've made their way down south.
Right.
But in the winter you have quite a show.
We have a show until probably mid to late February when we start to drain the water, and then it starts to warm up in March and they make their way back. And we it's just a spectacular sight in the early mornings, in the dusk, and you watch these birds get up and go, and there's just a cacophony of sounds, and they are magnificent. And my personal favorite in the wintertime is to see the bald eagles, and we have dozens of bald eagles that swarm this area, and you'll see them out on a rice field. They'll just be perched on a little clump of dirt and they hunt out there, and it's just a magnificent thing to see.
Wow. And fish and farming also go hand in hand. That may sound odd, but there is a project that's near and dear to your family's heart, Butte Creek. You did some salmon restoration. Talk about that.
Yep. And so, one of the beautiful things about being in agriculture is not only do we get to support birds in the wintertime, but, part of our legacy and what we advocate for is maintaining wildlife and fish in the streams. And so Butte Creek is a tributary that runs down through the Sacramento Delta, and it comes through our property here. This tree line right behind you is the line of Butte Creek. And we were a part of a partnership in the late 90s that really tried to restore the salmon run on Butte Creek. And so our farm partnered with several other farms in the area, along with several government agencies, and we restored some fish ladders to make it easier for the fish to get through. But really the big key to that was understanding how to use the water that we had in the creek at the right times to support the fish. And right now, today, Butte Creek stands as one of the most successful salmon restoration projects in the West.
Partnerships made that Butte Creek salmon restoration project happen. Why?
Well, I think farmers understand that we have to work together with other governmental agencies in order to preserve, our industry and our livelihood, and also the environment. And truly, farmers are the ultimate environmentalists, because we know we cannot exist out here unless we take care of nature and the resources that allow us to grow the crops to feed the community.